Look at those black swallowtail butterflies did to my pearl parsley. And the other parsley. This one, they haven't touched. They just crawled away. We watched them actually crawl away and never even bothered that one. Maybe it was too far away for him. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to week 8 of the spring garden. This morning we have another guest on the garden tour. It's Shelby. She decided that she wanted to try to join us this morning, and I didn't want to listen to her barking outside the fence, so we'll see how it goes. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Steffi. My husband and I, Brett, have a suburban homestead on about 1/3 of an acre. We live in a subdivision that does not allow livestock at this time. We are currently starting our search for a property where we can have everything that we want. So for those of you that do know us, some of you don't know that fact, but that's our plan. If it is your first time watching the videos, welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like the video. It's a thumbs up and the neighborhood. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. And let's get started on week 8. I can't believe it's week 8 already. I say this every week, but we're 2 months into the spring garden. Getting ready to do some fall stuff coming up here. So let's go ahead and get started. There's Miss Shelby eating the mulch, even though she's already had breakfast. Lots of yellow peppers. That's something new. The yellow peppers are coming on. The banana peppers, I should say. You know, my plants are looking a little yellow themselves. Don't know if that's the way they're supposed to or not, but anyway. We've harvested jalapenos. Got plenty more of them to go. Lots of them coming on. Kale is looking fantastic as normal, as usual, I should say. One of the onions that I spooned, it's looking pretty good. They're not dying back here yet, really, so pulled up all but that one pea plant, but I think that's going to be coming up this week. I do have one little straggler that started down there. That one little pea plant won't be producing much, so that'll be coming out also, and I'll get that ready to replant. This is the acorn squash, looking huge. And some babies on there. Hoping that, hopefully these will pollinate. Had some problems with pollination this year for some reason. On my zucchinis too, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, but look at the size of that bloom. Look at the size of that bloom. That is just awesome. And here's the biggest spaghetti squash I think we have to date. So I'm hoping that means that it pollinated, because we had some smaller ones earlier. They get to about that size and then fall off, so we'll see. Eggplants, I come out and put DE on them probably a couple Wednesday, so I'm going to come out probably in a couple days and put more on there. But they have blossomed. They blossom. So hopefully we'll get an eggplant or 2 off it. We'll see. Oh my goodness, look at the size of those blossoms on my zucchini. Look at that. That's crazy. I don't know if you guys can tell how big that is. Those are huge and beautiful. Got another zucchini down there. Haven't harvested any. I've had the same problem with them. They will get to a certain size and then it's because they're not being pollinated, but I've never ran into that before with zucchini. Zucchini is usually like very hardy, but we'll see. Cucumbers are taking off here. It's amazing. if you can see them. Doesn't matter what I do, there's always a shadow. Tomatoes are looking good on this plant. Starting to lighten up. That means they'll be taking on some color soon. One thing I've been forgetting to show you guys, we had an extra berm of dirt from soil from when we did the beds, and I was at Lowe's a couple weeks ago. Hi everybody, back for round 2, or take 2 I guess, of this week's garden tour. Got about halfway down the first aisle and had an SD card failure, so I had to go buy a new one after doing some research and finding out why I keep having these failures. I do my videos with the GoPro Hero 8, the black. I don't know if it makes a difference. I'm not that tech savvy, but anyway, so I did some research and found out that apparently there are certain types of SD cards that work better because it shoots in 1080 and 4K. So apparently the other ones I was buying, even though I got it on, recommendation from an employee at the store that I bought it from, which I won't say which store, that was a card that would work with it. I've had 2 of them now, so this is the 3rd one. Hopefully this one works. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up real quick. I still have my special guest who is now currently chewing on, I don't know what, sticks. One never knows with Shelby what she's gonna eat. It is 4 hours later than it was when I first started this, so the garden is nice and sunny, and it's already in the 80s, so it's hot. The SD card failed. I had to go get the girls breakfast. It's their time to go to their mother's house, so I had to go do that. And then I did my research while they're eating breakfast. Then I had to go to the store to find. So 4 hours later, I'm back. Anyway, let's go ahead and hopefully get this finished. So, Shelby, what are you eating now? You're gonna hear the big dog start barking because someone's walking by. That's what he does. That's his job. Because I haven't seen a lot of pollinators this year. Seen a lot of ants, seen a lot of wasps, which I know some wasps pollinate, but I don't, but as far as bees go, I haven't seen a lot of them, and we haven't seen a lot of butterflies. We did have the caterpillars from the black swallowtail up there, but they're gone, and a sign of a butterfly that we've had, so I don't know. So I didn't get to show you the last 2 videos. I forgot about them. We had this berm of dirt up here. Went to Lowe's, not for plants, and found 12 sad looking potato slips, sweet potato slips up there. So I was like, I'll find a place for them. And so we stuck them up there. I've never grown sweet potatoes before. They gave them to us as a discount because they were sad looking when I got them. So it's just a couple dollars are out. Shelby is perusing the pumpkin plant. See, she's eating grass, so I'm lucky. Like, she doesn't go for the actual plants, unless I just jinxed myself. She may change her mind now since I said that. That's the carving pumpkin. Looks like something's munching a little bit on it. Come on, put the E on it. So I watered Wednesday morning the garden, and we ended up getting a lot of high winds. And I came out and I found my corn like that. Both beds were like that, but that bed has pretty much stood itself back up. This is working on it, but I think we're gonna have to give it a little bit of help tonight. I didn't want to mess with it too much because I didn't want to do anything to the roots. I wanted to give them a chance to stand back up on its own, but it's not really doing that much, so we'll go ahead and help it back up. Pumpkins are looking really good. These are the pie pumpkins. Starting to trellis. We have a pumpkin right there. Please cross your fingers for me that it's pollinated. I want a pie pumpkin. I don't have the best luck with pumpkins. It's either they don't pollinate or the critters, the insects and pests get them. But these cucumbers, that one and this one are the extra long Yamato, I think it is. Yeah, Yamato extra long. They're like a Japanese slicer. Haven't grown them before, but I'll give them a shot. The third one that was by this other red right here did. Let's see them. There's so many shadows now. That hasn't germinated. I'm gonna pop another one in there. It's been long enough. It's been, I don't know, look back 2-3 weeks easily since I sowed those seeds. So kale looking really good. The girls and I came out and trimmed a whole bunch of it off, and it's back. So I get to trim more off. Shelby, what are you doing? Oh, you're camera shy now. I caught you, didn't I? I caught you. I saw what you did. No. No. Oh Lord, we're in trouble. Don't run in the garden, girl. That's the rule. Okay. These onions I had topped twice. I'm not going to top them off anymore. These ones I'm just going to let go. I might come out and top them one more time, but I think I'm just going to let them go, honestly. They're probably getting ready to die back pretty soon. These poor little bean plants. They're still hanging in there, though. They're blossoming. All of these ones that keep getting ravished. That's right. Make sure you're picking the grass, not the... You got that grass? You're my little goat. You're a goat. You're a goat. Who needs a goat when we got a Shelby? Okay, excuse me. Can I go? Thank you. The Kentucky Wonder pole beans. I don't know what's going on down here all of a sudden with these. They are looking like these leaves are just like falling off. I'm gonna come out later tonight or tomorrow and put some more fertilizer on, some more fish emulsion on them to see if that helps. They're vining well. It's just those lower ones. In fact, we have a winner. Look at the race to get to the, oh, hopefully that sun is, it's right in my eyeball when I'm looking up. We have a winner. Every night Brett and I come out and we tour the garden, like usually after the girls are in bed and it's cooler and stuff, because he works all day in the heat, so he doesn't want to come out, you know, right when he gets home. Usually, sometimes he will if I ask him to, but and this is always what we look for. Who's winning the race to get to the top? I think we have a winner. These beans are doing, they look horrible, but they're not doing, they've actually, we come out and picked a handful of beans off them, the girls and I did on Wednesday, and enough to snack on. Nothing that you're gonna do anything with really, but just snack. But they're still putting off, new blossoms, so they have willpower. These are the same. Picked a bunch off of there. That kale is rocking. That's from this side. Brussels sprouts are looking really good. I don't know if you can see down in there. Oops. I'm not real familiar with Brussels sprouts, so I know they take a long time. That's all I know. So, and we have this little, let me go to this side and see this one, because I don't know, the sun's coming up that way. He's all the way to the top and going up. Like, don't grow up that way. Come down. We've tried to let me get you right out of my face so I'm not showing you. We tried to train that thing like the last couple days. It's like it just wants to point up when it gets up to a certain spot, but oh well. Yeah, peas are starting to pop up here. Hopefully you can see them. I almost waited until later tonight to come out and finish video on this, but I get eaten up by mosquitoes out here at night. So yeah, I mean, I do come out at night, but I don't want to be slapping at mosquitoes while I'm trying to video. So, beans are looking good. Ancho peppers, they look good actually. I mean, I'm not expecting them to be huge now. I didn't plant them until May. Like, I started the seed in May, so because I wanted them to be a little bit later. These onions are looking really good. So are the weeds in there. Good to know everything's growing well. These tomatoes, look at those tomatoes. Look at them all. Can you guys see them? I'm just like, oh, tomato. There's so many on that plant, and I don't think that my camera is doing them justice, but trust me, there's a lot just on that one plant. All of the Roma tomato plants have fruit on them, various sizes. Those I think are the biggest ones, so it's just a matter of time. Sweet banana peppers have started producing. I have hot banana peppers up there, and what I'm going to do, because I like hot, but I don't like burn your mouth off hot, so when I pickle them, I'm probably going to mix some of the sweet with the hot and kind of see if it balances out a little bit. I experiment with canning also, not with the methods, just with what I'm doing. This is the orange bell pepper. It's starting to, I don't know if you can see, it's starting to get a little bit lighter, so it should be turning orange. These gypsy bell peppers are rocking. Look at the size of that bell pepper. Is it officially a bell pepper? It's just a sweet pepper. These are the one I bought these. Those were 3 of the plants that I had to replace when we had all that cold going through. So the jalapenos we've gotten another one on there. I'm actually gonna compare them to the jalapeno when the seeds come back in from Baker Creek for those, because everybody wanted them all at once because they heard Jess over at Roots and Refuge talk about how good they are. But we'll get them. Green peppers are starting to put out fruit, or set fruit, sorry. I'm not real technical sometimes. That's just who I am. Patty pan squash, and these cucumbers are trellising really well, really nicely. Rutabagas need to be thinned a little bit. Bok choy. Spider, I don't know if you guys can see that spider web. It's a huge spider web. It's not a big spider though, so I'm okay with it. I just swat it away when I stick my head down in there. The girls and I harvested some of the radishes out of here. They're the French breakfast radishes. This bad boy here, I don't know if you guys can tell how tall that is. I actually tied it back a little bit because it was leaning out into the row, and like it's hard enough to get by it with it tied up like that. See, it's like a jungle. Yeah, so I tied it up to help get it out of the way. Brett is 6'4", and that's about an inch taller than him. Now, take into consideration that it's in a 12-inch box, so that adds a foot to it. So it's probably about 5'6" or so already, which is almost taller than me. Yellow squash are looking good. This zucchini is looking good. I'm not sure what, I thought I planted just the regular Black Beauty zucchinis, because this is what this one is. But the leaves, I mean, they're huge leaves and they all have big leaves, but they're like the different shape. So I know I'm gonna go look at my seed, but I know for sure I planted Black Beauty, but I'm just wondering if there wasn't a mix up with the seeds, because this zucchini that's on here even seems to be a little bit lighter in color than like the Black Beauties usually are. So I'm okay with it. I'm gonna try different ones anyway. Watermelon's looking great, taking off. We're gonna have to trellis it, I think, to give it more room here. I'm gonna go get some welded wire, or maybe another cattle panel, and kind of just put it in this box, give them more room. Though this one is supposed to be really big watermelon, so I'm not sure how that will do. Tomato tomatoes are all looking really good. And those black cherry tomatoes. This bean crop is looking really well. I think probably they're getting blossom set on it. You can see back in the back. So I'm guessing like next week that they'll be ready for harvesting. Look at these big old Cherokee purple. Let me see if I can get the in there. See how big that one is? Look at that. This one on the other side is probably a little bit bigger. This bed is still empty. I'm going to clean it out, prep it, and figure out what I'm putting. These have been harvested. We got about 26 pounds. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link up above for that video so you can see how Brett and I harvested them on Tuesday. And then we're going to go ahead and clear this out. Take that straw, probably just use it to mulch other stuff for right now. And get ready to put the next round of whatever we're going to put in there. These green beans are also looking really well. These are Royal Burgundy bush beans. Those are Tenderette bush beans. They're not an heirloom. They're a hybrid one I just picked up at Lowe's to try. I mean, I have seeds from before I started doing all the heirloom and open pollinated, and I'm not going to use them. I'm not going to waste them. I mean, that's just kind of silly. It's okay. I have plenty of them that are open pollinated and heirloom that I can save for later. This tomato plant has taken off since we took those potatoes out. Grown in height. There's no fruit on this one yet. I have this bag. This is one of my brandy wines. I flick it a couple times a day, and I'll take it off when I see fruit starting to form on there, and I'll use that one. I'll mark that and use it as seed. But the other plants have fruit starting. You know, some pretty decent size. And Brett is so proud of himself, and I'm proud of him too, that he has learned how to recognize fused blossoms and cat-faced tomatoes. And he was like so excited last night when he came out and said, "That one's cat-faced." I was like, yes, he's getting into the garden with me. This is one of the plants I bought. It's like Candyland tomato, but look at the tomatoes. I mean, this thing is crazy with tomatoes. And they're getting ripe. Those I think are just, we snack on those when we come out for our nightly walks. We'll grab a couple of them, walk around. If the girls are out, they'll like, "Can we go get some tomatoes?" And they usually just pick those ones and leave everything else alone. They know. So that's probably all those will be. I mean, I might try dehydrating them if a bunch of them come in at once, like it looks like they might, because there are just so many bunches of these tomatoes everywhere. I mean, it's crazy, but it's really neat. It makes me happy. These grape tomatoes are looking really well also. We need to come out and do a worm hunt. That's on our agenda for this weekend. The girls are at the mom's house this weekend, so that's part of what we're going to be doing. You can come out and not have to worry about them getting into, well, we usually do it when they're in bed anyway, because they go to bed halfway early, but just not worry about them getting something happening while we're outside. So we're gonna be doing that, the worm hunt. We have the black flashlights. It's a pretty cool technique if you haven't tried that. Amazon has them. I'll try to link it below where I got them from. They have, and they were not expensive at all. I think I paid $15 for 2 little flashlights run on AA batteries. And it's amazing. Like we haven't had tomato hornworms in here per se, but like we did find some other little worms earlier in the season. So I don't know if they were the baby, because I've never seen a tomato hornworm young, so I don't know what they look like for sure. But anyway, so that's on the agenda. I'm gonna need to prep some of those beds to get ready for fall crop stuff. Guys, I'm so thrown off by all of this. I mean, I feel like I've done this video 3 times today, so I'm sorry if I'm stumbling a lot more than usual, which is saying a lot because I stumble with my words. But so that's on our agenda, that prepping beds. I need to go in and start some seeds for like my onions and stuff for the fall crop. I do have some broccoli and cauliflower and cabbage already started that I actually started a while ago, but I'm going to do another set, so I have them kind of staggered a little bit, because when the ones that are bigger in the house, when they come out, you know, it's not going to take them as long. And we still have 120 something days. I have to look. I do have it though on my phone. This is the geek in me. I have the countdown for first frost. 128 days on my until the first frost. So I have time. And that's why I'm saying I have time also to put more of those squash and stuff in. So if we don't end up getting a decent yield off of them for some reason right now, I'm just kind of concerned about the pollinator issue. I've seen wasps, but I haven't seen bees. Like there's some bumblebees floating around every once in a while, but so anyway, fingers crossed. It's nothing we can do. It's trial and error. That's what I always tell you. There's no, I mean, you can do this, you can garden for years and years and years and years and be successful, and then bam, something beyond your control happens, and you know, you just have to rebound. You just have to have enough stuff set aside for, you know, for food, that you don't have to count on that garden to produce your only food for that season. You know, I don't have a stockpile. I don't want to say like I have like a hoard of stuff, but I have stuff. We have food in the pantry that we can eat on, you know, for months and months if we have to. It's nice having this. All this will be great as an insurance, and I want it all to work out. Shelby, what are you? You're gonna get in trouble. Look what you did. Oh, you are banned from the garden. You are banned. Bad, Shelby. Go. Go. Ooh, she is in so much trouble. Apparently she decided she wanted an onion and a jalapeno. I should have let her eat it. Little turkey. Look at. Just when you think you have them trained and can trust them. Like a kid. I'm telling you, like a kid. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. If you are new to the channel and haven't yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that red subscribe button. If you like this video and want to see more, like them, give us a thumbs up. The most that you can do to help us grow our channel is actually share this video with your friends and family, anybody that you think may be interested in learning or just watching us through our journey, supporting us through our journey. That would be a great help for us. We hope you have a great day. The fire whistle's going off. Perfect ending for the video. Have a great day, guys.